That thing still gets me. Okay, so I'm so excited, y'all. I know not everyone is incentive driven. Not everyone likes like all different things being thrown their way and all different ideas and like do this. It gets overwhelming for some people. So if that is you, I'm going to say right now, maybe this isn't the right Zoom because it's going to be throwing all these different ideas out. The point though of this Zoom is for you to tune in if your mind can take that information and then latch on to one or two things that really resonate with you. So you might hear something like, I just saw truffle pizza with buffalo mozzarella and I was like, ooh, that I read the other ones and like focusing in on that one. I'm like, I'm running with that one. That's the next pizza I'm going to figure out how to get. So the same thing with the Zoom, but a lot of people are running. We have a little over 2 weeks left to really hone in on this. And these double miles, y'all, you could earn the entire trip truly with like top packs. And I feel like there are so many ways to earn, but the double lifestyle points is incredible. It truly is. And I have seen people just come in, and even if you don't get to the full trip, the amount of points, every point matters, right? Every double point matters because the company, which I literally have never heard of before, anybody doing this, and I can guarantee you it's because we're so small and so new, and it's not going to happen probably in a year or 5 years, or it just won't be something that they want everybody to be there as badly as we do right now, in terms of just building that community and that foundation and that structure and being able to throw above and beyond more money towards us getting there, which is, it really is such a gift. I was talking to Jen yesterday about it and everything that they're going to have planned. And she's just coming up with all these ideas. But it's really about the community. And so I got off with her yesterday and I was like, I want to strategize, like everybody that can needs to be there, truly needs to be there. And even if you're starting at 0 lifestyle points today, get as many as you can to get close to the cost. And y'all need to remember, this is an investment in you, an investment in your business. And I've had some coaching calls and some stuff. And I know as a mom myself, we get the mom guilt. And especially when our business trip consists of drinking margaritas, eating guacamole, and hanging out on the beach doing reels, right? It's hard to like think that's a business trip or to justify that as a business trip and not like the most awesome fun vacation with the most amazing women in the entire world. But that's the bonus, is that this is, because I have watched personally like people's businesses boom, their investment to themselves, to this brand, to everything, the community becomes so much more ingrained. And it is really what gets you through some of the harder times, because it's like the up and down, right? And you've got to show up for you every day and so the more that you get that accountability with your business partners in this and with your team, with beyond your team, just within this community, the more you can lock arms with other people, the more that everyone is going to, in the tough times, be like, girl, you're crazy. Like, knock it off. You're nuts. Like, get out of this funk or get back into action or any of that. So I truly, and I will say, I have never, and I've been in this industry for like 8 years, and I ran for incentives big time. So I was stuck at a rank, which some of y'all have heard my story. I joined network marketing. I hit all these promotions in my first like 7 months or whatever. I retired from teaching in 9 months or like that first year. And I was like, I pinned up my big goal of like the big shiny car that I was going to earn. And it was really about getting to that rank. And it sat there for 5.5 years, y'all. 5.5 years, sat there, same goal. But every single day I showed up. And what helped me keep showing up was the ability to earn incentives and the trip. So there was a trip that you could earn always. And to me, the further I got, accumulating, we had something similar where you're accumulating like points or miles in that sense, but I created my own promotional like whole thing in my head by how many miles, even after I was earning the trips the whole time, but I still wanted to progress myself. So I pushed myself for a new goal. Like, how far can I get? How much further can I get? And it was such a good way to keep myself showing up, because you can't control everything in this business. But when you're running for something like this, it's on us. It's our personal business. It's our personal action. It's our personal stuff that we're getting rewarded for. So a lot of like the ranks and a lot of the different things, you need a team, right? To hit different levels and hit different ranks and all that. But this is really, truly on us. And I will say, not everybody loves incentives, and that's fine. That's no problem either. Like, love everybody where they are. What drives every single person is totally different, and that is no problem. But for those that do, I love the thinking out of the box, the thinking of all these different fun things to do, and it makes me push a little bit harder and show up a little bit more for myself to go a little bit further. So the first thing that I'm going to do, oh my gosh, let me share my screen and don't judge my desktop. I actually cleaned it up this morning too, but hang on. Okay. I just took a screenshot, which is somewhere, of the point. So I want everybody in the chat right now to declare what you are running. What tier are you running towards? What is your goal? And there is no judgment on any of them, wherever you are running. What is the tier that you are running for in these last 2 weeks? And I want you to shout that out in the chat. And I want you to write that down. If y'all don't have a pen and paper either, get a pen and paper, because you're going to want to take notes during this Zoom. Somebody wants to be a secretary and put it all into a Google Doc or something, feel free. I'll share it with everyone, but I'm not going to be your secretary today. I'll just be your announcer. Okay, so those are the different tiers. And the first thing that you want to do when running for a big goal is identify where you're running, right? Where am I going? What am I running for? How am I getting? Then the next part is going to be, how am I going to get there? But I want to add a step in between. So I want you to look at the tier that you're declaring, and I want you to look at what that award is. And I want you to write it on your piece of paper next to it. And I want you to later, not right now, we're not going to take the time right now, but I want you to later, let me stop share. Sometime this week, sometime in the next couple of days, I want you to take 5 or 10 minutes, and I want you to really sit there with a blank piece of paper, and I want you to fill up a piece of paper with manifesting how it feels to earn what you're going to earn. I want you to write down the feelings. I want you to write a letter to yourself. Maybe that's something I always think is a great way to do it, of congratulations, and how you tell the people that you love that you did this, and thinking up a post and how it feels to hit that goal. And then also how it feels to be in Mexico, and really picture it with your friends. Who are you rooming with? Are you spending time at the beach or at the pool? Are you drinking margaritas, or are you drinking Mai Tais? Are you drinking seltzer water or coffee? Oh my gosh, the coffee is so good, by the way. Side note. But so whatever it is, where are you eating breakfast? Who are you eating with? Who are you surrounding yourself? Like, I'm doing cannonballs when I'm thinking about it, into the pool, for sure. But I want you to really think about that. And I want you to take some time and manifest how it feels when you're getting on the plane and when you're getting there. And also how it feels to know that you earned all of this or part of it. Like, y'all, any points is something and means something. So every single person going needs to pat themselves on the back and feel proud for exactly where you are and what you do, because it is a big deal. And how you feel about investing in yourself. So I want you to take some time. So that's number 2. Number 1, you've declared which tier, right? Number 2, I want you to take some time this week and really dig in and think about it. Where are you flying out of? Just think about like the whole, because again, if you know in your head where you're going, there's a much bigger chance that you're going to get there. And it might sound cheesy and it might sound crazy, but the manifesting thing is so legit. It really does give your brain a whole new framework to work towards. And And I want you to really think about the feelings of how it feels when your name is announced by corporate for earning this trip, and how it feels to that pride that you're going to have and where you're going to feel it. And are you going to get chills? Are you going to be in tears? I'm not a crier, so I'm going to just jump up and down or be excited, maybe put on Champion and start dancing in my kitchen with my kids. But really getting that through and in your head and know that feeling, because then you're going to get there. Okay, so the next thing, I have to share my screen again and find that next. The next thing is knowing how to get there. I'm not very good at this Zoom thing. Well, I'm not very good yet. It's not that I'm not good. I'm lost on my computer. Okay, here it is. Jackie, did you hear that? I changed that real fast. I saw your name on there. Okay, so there are 4 ways to earn. So make sure that you are very clear with the ways that you can earn, because there are multiple ways to earn, right? So right now, everything is doubled. Everything is doubled. So all of these you can scratch out and put doubled, right? So this is, you can shopping sprees, 2 points, 4 points, 8 points. And y'all, our shopping sprees, our prices are incredible. They are phenomenal. We are under any other high-end retail with our kind of quality. Our quality is amazing. We have really dialed everything in to the point that we should be shouting from the rooftops so loud to every single person, feeling so much pride about this company and this brand that we're representing. So the shopping sprees hold so much value. Our style club, conversations about style club right now are so much easier, right? I mean, you stay on it and you get extra money. They're just going to give us money. They're just giving you more money at 25% off. It's amazing. There's nothing else out there like this. If you can make sure that we're sharing that value proposition with the excitement, with the posture, all of that you feel so good about this. So shopping sprees, that's the quickest, y'all. That's going to be the quickest way. Look at those 4 points turn into 8 points. Personally, and then we have info sessions. Jackie's doing one tonight during the Super Bowl at 9 o'clock. I hope that's not halftime, Jackie, because I'm really looking forward to that halftime show. I don't even know who's playing, but halftime show. No, but Jackie is doing a pop-up info session tonight. We have info sessions that'll be all week. There's just use the systems. And if you're unsure or you need assistance and coaching in some of that, then reach out to your sponsor, reach out to people, your sidelines, people. We all want to help everyone get there. Okay, personal style club rewards qualified. That's a mouthful. So having 3 customers direct to you that are enrolled in style club. So 3 customers enrolled in style club direct to you, that gets you 2 points usually, but 4 points. So do not leave that on the table. That is one that every single person should have like checked off. I've got 4 points in February, no problem. That's awesome. If you don't, that is one to immediately, that's a great 4 points to get. It can be either the 49 or the 99 for style club. And it's got to be 3 customers that are direct to you. That does not include a customer referring another customer. So make sure that those customers are personally by you. You've talked to them. Okay. And then your direct business partners. So make sure that you've had a conversation with every one of your direct business partners and that they are doing the same thing, that they understand what this value proposition is, how to share it with their network, because every person that hits it for the first time, that they become SCR, that's so much easier, qualified. For the first time, they're going to get 1 point. And then when they're maintaining it, they're also going to get 1 point. So that's another amazing way. And that's 2 points, really. So your directs, and if you need, go say, hey, who are 10 people in your life? Like your mom, your sister, your cousin, your best friend, like that you can share this amazing value with, and, kind of just help them along the way with that. Again, if you want language help or stuff like that, we can talk about that either on this Zoom or you can strategize with your sponsor, with your closest S6, with your sidelines. There are so many people that want to help. And the last one is the 200 QV in new customer volume. And y'all, that again, and that can be in their first 2 orders, right? So that can be 2 orders combined. So get them on like some fun thing and then talk about Style Club. So that's a huge, and that's combined within the month. So you can keep earning this, and that's every 2 points. So you can just keep adding customers and earning more points through this. Just new customer volume. I also did verify that if you're working towards the personally Style Club rewards qualified, that it fills both of those buckets. So if somebody buys a $99 Style Club, that goes towards the 200 in QV and also towards one of the 3 that you need. And then remember too, as you're doing this, the $50, every single point matters. Every single point is $50 towards your cost if you're not at that 45 threshold. So you could be so close. You can have the majority of this. And I want you to celebrate that too. Like celebrate getting there, however you're going to get there, and be really proud of what you have done, the work that you have put in to get there. Okay. All right. I am going to now have a couple people share that already. Hang on. There's a couple of questions. Let me see. If someone joins Style Club using a customer's link, it does not count towards the lifestyle points. So that's where I would say get a little bit creative with that customer through the rest of this month, and maybe encourage them to send referrals directly to you for a free pair of leggings. Like every 3 people you send directly to me, I'm going to give you a free pair of leggings. Or
so I was the one that asked that question. I just did a product highlight. And I'm having my customer who's hosting it, having her people use her link so that she gets the 10% back rewards. That's like her hostess rewards. But if somebody from there joins Style Club, then I won't get that lifestyle point.
Correct. Well, you don't get a lifestyle point for them joining. You need 3 people and you just get that one time. Does that make sense? So you don't get a lifestyle point every time somebody does Style Club.
Right. But even if I got 3 people from her party to do Style Club, and she's on Style Club too, I won't get any of the credit for those 3 from her party if they're using her link.
Well,
so that she can get her reward.
But does the volume count as new customer volume? Because like, I mean, even if it's not Style Club, like let's just say that they all buy $33 solas, all of these people. Does that volume count?
No, it does not count because it's a customer. Yep, it has to be direct to you. So
the volume.
But I thought, Courtney, when they said when a customer signs up under a customer's link, that is considered your customer because they're not a brand partner.
It is, but it's not with lifestyle points. With everything else, it is in the way you get paid. Everything else, it is, but it is not with. And that's something we can continue that discussion some other time. I don't know enough about the logistics but we can talk to the way that they've announced it so far, though, and they've talked about it in every communication, is that we get paid on it, but it does not count towards lifestyle points. So I would say talk to support about it. There might be a way to like figure it out or something if you're doing that, Shelly, if you're having that party. But I don't have a solution for that right this second.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was just the whole reason I did the product highlight was to gain new customers, and to open myself up to other networks. And the incentive was that my customer would get rewarded for bringing her network to me.
Yeah.
And so
if it's
not going to help me for Mexico, then I guess I won't focus on doing product highlights this month, you know?
Well, I was going to say, I think it's just getting creative. And instead of, if you're going to do product highlights with your customer, offering to give them, an amount, a gift card to spend because of how many, or that can be 10% of whatever they bring to you. Or I just think for this 2 weeks, we have to get creative and think a little bit which is one of the reasons I wanted to do this Zoom, get a little bit out of the box and think. And if you've already started it, maybe you could say, you know, I'm not sure how far, maybe you'll be able to case by case work that with your support or something, and explain that. But I think in future, just there's so many ways to do the product highlights without having to have that, you know, offer them their 10% product credit through a gift card that then you buy, or a free pair of leggings, and again, we're not going to do lifestyle points again, I hope. So, because it's confusing, but I think that for right now, that's the way that it works.
One thing I would say real quick, just to that, Courtney, and I don't know who is talking, maybe talk to the girl and have her join your team. Because then the girl that you have they're getting all those customers, be like, why don't you join? So then if they buy a shopping spree, then that's more points than if you're getting them on the other stuff. So maybe get creative that way and start talking business to her and see if she might want to join, and all these people she'll be getting paid off of too.
That's a great idea. Gift cards do count when they're purchased, not when they're redeemed, because the QV comes in when they're purchased. So yes, if a customer purchases a gift card, yes, those count. Okay, I'm not going to get into all the logistics because I don't know them as well as I probably should, but there's the FAQ thing is awesome. Most of the answers are probably going to be in the FAQs of the Savvi Shine. So I would refer to those for detailed questions, but I do want to get into some strategies and what is working. And I'm going to kick it right over to one of my besties in the whole business who offered to go first, which I love her for even more, Melissa Quinn, who's crushing it, about to log it all in. And I hope that you put another tier on there for earning.
Well, fun fact about me, I always volunteer to go first, like in the faculty meetings at school and all of the things. That's my jam. I like going first. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I'm planning on doing. I love this because you're going to get to hear, and I just want to echo kind of what Courtney says, that you're going to get to hear what a lot of different people are doing, and it might be overwhelming, and you don't have to do all of it. What you have to do is listen to all of the things, take notes maybe on something that you think is going to be useful for you, and pick one or maybe two that you can implement that's going to push your business forward. So for me specifically, obviously I'm always looking for business partners, but what I'm looking for and what I'm focusing on is new customer volume. And I have 41 points. So I need 2 more real points, which turn into 4 more points in order to qualify for the trip, which I already booked my plane tickets for. And then, but I'm going for the flight credit. So I'm going to try to pull in all the new customer volume that I can. So I have been chit-chatting a little bit with Sarah Kaiser and Adrienne Monteleone. And kind of together, we have been saying that we've been, building a lot of relationships online, and we would like to host some sort of a product highlight to be able to try to collect as many new customer volume as possible. So we're kind of getting together and splitting up different items and looking through the inventory and seeing what we have and putting together a little product highlight. And it's, divide and conquer. We're going to do it on Thursday, and I'm super excited about that. So what I have been kind of working with, and I'm going to go ahead and give permission, but you don't have to ask, for everybody to go look at my stories, because it'll take you 2 seconds. If you haven't already seen them, go into my stories. I did a Valentine's Day poll. I said, what do you prefer, pink or red? And I went through and I kind of picked out different outfits that were pink and red and comparable and things like that. So if you haven't done that already, you can run over to either my Instagram or my Facebook real quick, just kind of log through them. Feel free to, vote if you so desire, but screenshot those specific ones. Let's not make more work for ourselves than we already have. I already have like maybe 15 people that have been interacting with them. I did it last night, probably like at 9 p.m. And I've got lots of people looking, and people love clicking on things for different outfits. So this is going to give me a list, and I am going to do a simultaneous one on Instagram and on Facebook, because I've got people in both networks. And what I'm doing right now is kind of just crowdsourcing. Who is looking, who's clicking, and I'm making a list. I already so far have my list right here of Instagram versus Facebook, the people who have interacted in my stories already. When I get off of this call, and kind of while Courtney was talking, I was playing around with it a little bit. I'm going through the lifestyle shop and the Savvi community to make up another quick little polls about the Super Bowl with the colors from, the two different teams. So I'm going to do like a Super Bowl style poll, this or that, if I can't find specific outfits, I'm going to go into the app and just grab the stock pictures and then kind of like put together like a top and a bottom, so that you can, so that I can compare and do different types of outfits. You can look at even if you're not friends with me on Facebook, you can find it on Facebook, because all my stuff's public. So you can just kind of click through the things over there. You'll see all of the different polls that I have there. Feel free to literally just screenshot them. Don't forget that you have to reinsert the poll, like when you actually go to do it, so that people can click through it and actually vote. And so then I'm going to be having conversations with people throughout the course of the week, people that I have had conversations with, people who I had a lot of people last month buy $33 solas. So those people as well. And even though just learning that their customer volume won't count, quote unquote, I am going to encourage anybody who purchased from me, any customer that purchased a $33 solas that was like, oh my God, I love these, I'm going to need to check out the whole entire thing. I'm going to encourage them to invite friends. And so if it's not share their link, maybe I'll find another way to incentivize them to bring their friends, so that their friends can shop and I can get credit for that volume just for lifestyle points specifically. And then I'm sure customer service can very simply move these people underneath our customers' names, is what I'm assuming, like after the fact, if they're like registered as our customers. And I'm sure there's a way that they can do that. So I'm not going to be worried about that. But my goal is to spend every single day posting polls with clothes in them, so to get people to engage. To really comb through both of my networks on Facebook and on Instagram, looking for people who I've had conversations with, to go through my back office and take a look at every single customer that I've already had, and or that have just registered as a customer but haven't actually ordered anything. Because anybody who ordered $33 solas last month, and that was their first order, their second order also counts towards the lifestyle points. So what I'm going to do is I am going to invite them to the product highlight, and then be like, yes, you need a whole entire outfit. This is going to be the best way for you to shop it and get Style Club customers. Because if I need 4 points, that means I really need 2 points, and each point at $200 in volume is 1 point. So I need $400 in volume to qualify for the trip, which would be 4 new Style Clubs. So I'm going to go to all of my customers that ordered those $33 solas, and I'm going to talk up the Style Club with them, and if they're not into it, it doesn't matter, because anything they purchase is going to count. Anybody that's new, the other thing that I'm really going to focus on, because I think that when you showcase everything to people, they get overwhelmed. So I'm also really just going to focus on $33 solas, because 3 $33 solas is going to be about $100. So 6 $33 solas is going to be $200 ish, give or take. And that's going to be 1 lifestyle point, which is really 2 lifestyle points. So any combination of all of those things, that's what I'm going to be focusing on. Obviously, while I'm doing this and people are inviting, I think that's a great idea that sometimes we forget about, that Amy mentioned, that if you have somebody and then let's say that they bring like 8 people or whatever to your product highlight, that's an amazing conversation to have with them, where you can say like, listen, you can earn free shopping credits if they order off of your link, but if you do an enrollment and it looks like that you want 5 or 6 things, so why don't we just do a $249, get you an enrollment, and then all of these people you'll also earn commission off of. I think that's a great conversation to have. But what I love is that it's all going to stem from the fact that I'm putting together these graphics. I'm going to do this product highlight on Thursday. And like, so it gives me something very specific to invite people to, because so many times I think that, you know, and I'm getting better at this, but so many times I think that we get paralyzed with reaching out when we don't have a specific thing to reach out about, you know? So whether it's not like, oh my God, you have to try these leggings, they're so freaking amazing, and I can get them for you for $33, having something really specific to invite to is a really, really just great strategy. For me specifically, it takes the pressure off. You know, I remember anytime that we would have, and I will also say one other thing, because I'm proud of myself, that I did an in-person event last week, like my first one ever in my whole entire life. I had 6 people come to it and I had 3 new customer orders from it. And so I think that that's amazing. I also have a couple of my customers that ordered last month. I have gone back to them and asked them if they would host a post for me. So I am going to give them language a la Andrea Yarborough and have them do a host a post for me. So I'm going to have them invite people to come check out the product highlight, but also do that host a post. And like one of them got Solace and one of them got Mantra, which are both such good ones. You know what I mean? Because they can post about the Solace and the mantras are so like eye-catching. So in summary, I'm going to do my product highlight. I'm going to spend every single day posting stories to get people to engage so that I have people that are interested to invite. I am going to contact all of my new-ish customers and invite them to it and encourage them to invite people and incentivize them in some way. And I'm going to go to my new customers and ask them to do a host a post, and we could even grab people from that have commented or liked on those things to invite to the product highlight on Thursday. So all of my energy is going to go towards that. And this is Matthew.
Hi, Matthew. Awesome. Melissa, that was amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I see a couple people asking what is a host a post. Do you want to do that? I don't know is Andrea on here?
I don't know if Andrea's on here, but basically you just have a customer post on their page and tag you and just say, like, I have something typed up that I sent to someone already, and all she has to do is just copy paste it to her wall and post a picture of her wearing the leggings. And if they don't feel comfortable with like posting pictures of themselves, you can, yeah, I can actually. Let me go see where I have that saved. I'll just post it in the comments, whatever that language is.
Can I ask a quick question, Melissa? Can you just talk real quick about what that event looks like on Thursday night? What your product showcase looks like? Is it Facebook? Is it Messenger event?
It's going to be in Messenger. I'm going to do the same exact thing for at the same time in the same platform. So I'm just going to post it on I'm going to create a chat group on Instagram. I'm going to invite people from Instagram to that chat group. I'm going to do the same exact thing on Facebook. If people are on Instagram, I'm not going to pull them to Facebook, and vice versa. Whatever platform I talk to them on, that's the platform that I'm going to invite them to. So I'll have 2 chat threads going at the same time. I'm going to have graphics. And the way that we're doing our graphics is that the first graphic is just going to be a picture of the item. And then the second graphic is going to be a grid of 6 with that item styled in different ways. And then I think that we're even splitting up and doing like little mini, like 30-second video clips where we just like kind of show it on our bodies, not for every single one, but just for a couple of them, like maybe our favorites. Like I love the crepe Zadar. I wear it to school every single day. So I'm definitely going to do that. I love the Ashtanga. So I'm definitely going to do that. And I know Sarah is putting, I don't know if she's on here, but Sarah is putting together some things also. Adrian is putting together some things also, and we're going to put it all into a Google Doc. When it's done, I definitely don't mind sharing it with people, but we're going to do ours on Thursday night. There's so much more of the month left though. So you can, once we have it all figured out and we've done the event, you're more than welcome. Well, I'll be more than welcome to share that Google Doc with anybody who wants it so that you can use it. I know that Ellen has a Google Doc that she had worked on, and I think that we're kind of like going to be taking some of the language from that and, you know, just kind of like, you know, less work across the board. Like if you have something that's already live. So I know that because I don't know if we're going to do all the pieces or all the things or all the same way. I'm not really positive. But I know that we're going to collaborate with that, and we're going to just have a Google Doc so that we can like just have it as a live document and use it whenever we need to. Matthew, don't do that. It's annoying. Go.
Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. That's the best. That's a ton. I mean, we could end the Zoom right now and be like, okay, let's all get off and go start running. But I do want to, we have somebody else who's just popping on. She's got a house full of family and friends and in a celebration, but said she would pop on here real quick. She's in all the pools, has been, and she is crushing. So I'm super pumped for Chelsea. Where'd you go? I think you're still on here. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Chelsea Bennett is on here, and she's going to share with us some of her tips and tricks, because she literally blows up our threads with new customer, new brand partner, new brand partner.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so to give you a little background, so I've been with Savvi since August. I had no idea what in the world I was getting myself into. I know nothing about clothing. I was living in motherhood, maternity clothes, even 2 years after I had my daughter. And I stumbled upon this on Instagram, and I was like, okay, whatever these leggings are, I need to get them on my body, and got connected with my upline, who is Melanie Ships. And I was like, I need to know more. 10 minutes into a YouTube video, I was like, okay, how do I sign up? Right? I was sold instantly. And so I've really carried all of that with me, knowing how that one YouTube video that was 23 minutes long, only 10 minutes in, I knew that this is going to change my life. Right? And I had that gut pull. I was like, I just need to do it. I told my husband, I was like, I'm even like, we didn't have the money. I was like, I'm throwing this on a credit card, and I'm going to prove to you that I am going to make my investment back. So I've carried that with me through as I've been building my business. And I'm not encouraging everyone to, you know, throw it on your credit card if you can't afford it. But I let people know I had this trust and belief in myself to tell myself, okay, Chelsea, if you're going to do this, you're going to go all in every single day as if your life depends on it. Right. And you're going to show yourself that if you can do this, which I know you can. So I love to talk myself up because it's so crucial in everything we do every single day. But then that's also something that I knew going into my business that I wanted to be able to share with other women as well. I wanted women to know that coming into this, that I was going to believe in them and that I was going to show them exactly how this was going to be possible. And I strictly have been focusing on within my business. Yes, I love customers, but I love leading. I love being able to build a business. And so the things that I'm going to share with you that I've been doing to even strictly just focus on brand partners as well, or, you know, affiliates, whatever it may be. I just to kind of tell you, so like, let me look at my numbers. It was like, going into this too, into October, I didn't really know. I was like, oh, we can earn a trip, but I had never worked towards anything like this before. So October, I had 7 points. November, I had 6 points. December, our entire house got COVID, and I literally had 2 points in December. At the end of December, I told Courtney, I was like, I need a freaking call because there is so much happening. There's so much that everyone is just throwing out there. I was like, I need to be reminded that I can get back to the basics, just like when I started my business, because within the first 3 weeks of August, after I signed up, I reached S4. I earned the trip to Utah for a leadership retreat. Like, I was on fire, and it was because I had my head down, right? I kept my blinders on, and I just shared authentically. But then I let a bunch of other stuff get to me. And so she was like, Chelsea, do that. Keep your blinders on, keep your head down. Like, what are your goals? Like, just focus on you, focus on your team. And I was like, okay, let's go. So then going into January, I ended January with 24 points, obviously being doubled. But just within that month, I was like, again, I didn't know come February that they were going to be offering points. So I knew no matter what, I was giving it my all coming out of December, and I was not going to end January without earning that trip. So here I am now into February. I have 7 points so far. I'm at 53 points. And this wasn't even my goal at first because I didn't even know how to even reach this goal, right? So I started to get creative and I was like, okay, Chels, again, we're going to treat this as if your life depends on it with your business. So I started honing in on sip and shops that I was hosting at my house. So I literally, you guys, I went and got this rack from Walmart for $14. Okay. And I just whipped out product, took hangers and stuff out of my closet, and I just would share on my Instagram stories or Facebook. And I would be like, hey, and I don't even know what the heck I'm doing, right? But I'm like, hey, I'm having a sip and shop. Like I had coffee and water. If you want to pop a bottle of champagne to make mimosas, whatever. I had some cheese, crackers, salami, like whatever. But the people that showed up, even my first sip and shop, I was telling people all about Style Club. I would share a $25 off coupon. So, right, my first sip and shop, I had 9 customers that ended up joining Style Club. And I was like, what in the world? But it was people, it was them being able to touch the product. If people were my size, they got to go into the bathroom, they got to try on all the clothes, whatever it was. And then we would make a list. And at the end, before everyone left, I would sit there and I would order with them. If people wanted to order, they were not leaving my house without placing their order. Because one, I didn't want people to get lost on the site. And second of all, I wanted people to also be able to navigate the coupon with me right there. And it was the like, know, and trust factor too, that I wanted them to have with me before they left my house. So the sip and shops, I've done 4 of them. I've done 2 events at 2 different gyms, and they all have been really successful. And you guys, you do not need a lot of products. So if you're someone who's like, oh my gosh, I only have, 5 pairs of leggings and just a couple of bras and maybe 1 top, that's okay. Whatever you have, bring, because people want to be able to touch it. They want to see it. If they can try it on, let them try it on. But it doesn't have to be anything extravagant whatsoever. Okay. Another thing too is that I love to talk specifically about the business because I know how much this has already changed my life. And so the biggest thing that I want to tell you is to be knowledgeable. Okay, get comfortable with your voice and talk on your freaking stories. Go live on your Instagram, go live on your Facebook. If you mess up, who cares? Okay, because we also want to show people it's not about being perfect, but you have to be knowledgeable so that people can also have that like, trust, and known factor with you. That's huge. When people see that you are talking and you, again, it's like you know how to build a successful business, even if you're not at the top of the company yet, right? People are going to want to join people who know what they are talking about. So that has been huge for me too, because like I've even had a couple people who were like, okay, I've had people reach out to me about Savvi. I already told them I have a Savvi girl, even though they haven't joined me yet. They're waiting until money is right, but it's how I posture myself. It's how I talk about the business. It's how I talk about Style Club and how I simply, like, I don't fluff anything. I keep everything like it's straight to the point. This is what you get with whatever, right? Whether it's Style Club, whether you're getting a brand partner package, it doesn't matter. But I want people to know, like, when you come to me, there's no like, okay, what's going on, right? Like, that I get to the point so that right away too, when you join, exactly what you're going to get. And I love that. And people love it too, which is just, it's something that's helped a lot, is again, just be knowledgeable in what you're talking about. And then 2 other things that have really been helping. Well, I know that Melissa had touched on product highlights. So product highlights have been huge. I know that last month I had 14 new customers simply just on Solus leggings. providing them with a $25 off coupon. And that was me simply too, just sharing myself in the Solus leggings and showing that I literally have them in almost every color. They are my mom bod favorite. Like every single day, whether I'm working out or just, whatever I'm doing, I'm in Solus leggings. So I'm always going to be highlighting what my favorite thing is. I don't highlight anything that maybe I don't have or what I just see other people highlighting. I'm genuinely taking the time to tell people why I love it, that I am wearing it, and then I take several pictures of my Solus leggings, right? And then I blast it, and people love it because, again, it's the trust factor that they're gaining from me just from simply wearing a pair of leggings and showing why I love it. And then the other two things are try-ons and doing lives. Okay. So whenever I get a Savvi package, I'm live, either on Facebook or Instagram, or I'm in my stories and I'm showing people everything. I'm showing it up close. Obviously, like if I am on my Instagram stories, I'm changing in between, or even if I do a live, just with like how I have my room set up too. Usually my daughter's tent isn't there, but like I'll move that. And during my live, I'll step over there, I'll change really quick, and then I'll just go back and, show them what my next outfit is. But that's been huge too, because people want to be able to see. And another thing, like I want people to see my first reaction when I'm also putting that clothing on. There have been 2 times where I've gotten, I think it was the Raven bra, like just the way my mom chest is, the Raven bra didn't fit well. And so even when I tried that on, I was very honest. I was like, I'm going to send it back only because this just doesn't fit my chest the way that I would want it to. People loved that feedback. People still bought the Raven bra because they were like, okay, well, my chest isn't like that, so I'm going to try it. Again, it's them being able to trust that I'm not just here to sell. I'm not just here for the sale, right? Like I truly want you to have product in your hand that you absolutely love, and product that is going to fit your body exactly how we want it to. And then the last thing, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you guys, I don't know about you. Tell me in the chat, actually drop a 1 in the chat. How many times have people told you that they can't do this business because they're too busy? Too busy, don't have time. No, can't do it. So let me just say, I am very busy. My husband works 24-hour shifts as a firefighter, so I'm pretty much a single mom most of the time. And I run another business from home too. And so even just doing this, and it's just, life is crazy all of the time. I love nothing more than to showcase to people that even with a busy life, you can still do this. So I am showing everybody every single day the busyness and the messiness of my life because I want to show them. And I've had people who I know, if they, they tell me that they're too busy, and then I see and I'm like, okay, there's no way that you're too busy, because if I can do this, or seeing some of you that are doing this as well, just showcase it. Talk about how busy you are, but show then too, right? Like I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm up at 6 a.m. on power hours. I get stuff done before my daughter wakes up. And then as soon as she goes down for bed, I'm back on my laptop. I'm back on my phone, and I'm plugging into everything. So show people that you are determined AF to make this successful. Show people that even if you are busy, you can still make this work. And you're also going to do that by showing people when you earn your trip to Mexico. Okay. And then people are going to be like, oh, maybe I do have time to earn something like that. So continue to believe in yourself, continue to push yourself. And again, just be super knowledgeable in what you have, and treat like what you have in your hands like gold, because it is. Okay. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Chelsea. That was amazing. So thankful. And thank you for stepping away from your house full of people to come pour into us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's awesome. And okay, who else has something that is working on here that they want to go ahead? I knew that they had volunteered, but I would love to hear a few more ideas just quick ideas, like 5 minutes or less, but what is working for you? What ideas out of the box? I have a few more jotted down, but I'd love to hear from other people.
A random one that's working for me is, are you in Olympics? Are you watching the Olympics? Or are you watching the Super Bowl and then pairing the outfits to the Olympics? Because there's so many cute red, white, and blue things that we can do. And so just honing into the people that are, who's watching what? And like, can they even be my friend if they're not watching the Olympics?
That's just, I'm not your friend, just saying, because I'm not watching the Olympics. I don't even have cable. But okay, no, I do love that though. And I need to be your friend, Lacey, because I love you. So I am going to figure out a way to watch some of the Olympics. But I think I think it's so true. And I think polls that gather like for the Super Bowl, for the Olympics, for anything, like keeping that activity, that's not only, I am the most guilty of this probably of anybody on this Zoom, of only doing a poll when I'm talking about Savvi and never getting creative with my content that's not sort of my children or Savvi. And so I definitely need to do more of that and highlight, probably because I have no cable, I don't even know what's going on in the world. Okay, who else has a quick tip? You can just unmute and share something that's working for you, an outside of the box idea.
Hey, Courtney, I'm working on with girls in sororities right now, like their colors that they have, and that has gotten quite a bit of interest. It hasn't panned through, but we're working on it. And also St. Patrick's Day is coming up and we have a lot of stuff in green.
I love those. Yeah, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah. You want me to say?
No, I was just gonna piggyback on that. I think that's such a great idea, Catherine. I think that I did that with Avery and had her do some Valentine's, like text her friends and plan an outfit with the red solas and a top. So I think that is amazing. And I will say the rally score is huge with college age. It doesn't need to be just a tennis skirt or a golf skirt. Like they're wearing those mini skirts. So many people are wearing them as mini skirts.
So my tip was going to be a messenger event, and Melissa, thank you so much, because that gave me new ways to broaden my horizons. But my real change, my serious change over came from Chelsea, and I started it several months ago. And between finding my why and digging deep and finding my niche and finding out who it was that I was talking to was so important. And all the things that that Chelsea talked about, I took baby steps. I was afraid to go live in my stories, changing my clothes and doing all the things, or I was afraid to go live in my feed. So I started in my stories and I just held my phone up and started to talk like Chelsea does. And through that, I found my niche and I found my people that I feel like I can help or that might be inspired by me, and I talk to them. So for me, I kind of took it away from me and here, look at me in my cute clothes and aren't I fun, aren't I cute, to how can I help you have fun too? And I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a special needs medical mama. So I started really addressing those people in my community, and that has certainly helped me as well. So that has been exploded for me. So thank you, Chelsea.
That's amazing. I don't know, Melissa, do you still have your avatar training? Because that was awesome too. If you need help like finding your niche, Melissa did a phenomenal.
I do have it someplace, but I was actually thinking of redoing that because I have been talking with Jackie a little bit just about like what like kind of like redefining or really honing in on like who are the people that I very specifically want to serve, and to summarize it in like its shortest term that I think anybody can take action on right this very second is think of the person that you were before you found network marketing /Savvi. Think about the problems or the things that you struggled with that Savvi specifically, or the industry of network marketing as a broader general sense, has helped you solve. So like in the smallest terms for me specifically, I'm kind of similar to what Chelsea was talking about. I'm a mom. I had 3 kids in 3 years. I was pregnant or nursing for 5 years. I wore the same stretched out maternity clothes for close to 6. So the kind of person that I think that I could help the most, or like when I'm talking to people who I think that I'm really
And mom's the best.
who I think I'm really speaking to are the people that are the people who are representing the person that I was before
That's
network
my
marketing.
friends.
Those are my friends. People who I was before network marketing in terms of a confidence issue, and who I was before Savvy in terms of just like a style issue. I think that those, like, that's why, you know, my handle is the glow up is real, because I want to show people that they can glow up their whole entire world, and that Savvy can be the catalyst, and that we can also take that and turn it into sometime where we can monetize what we're doing and bring in an extra stream of income.
I love it.
That, like, if you're looking for the simplest thing, like in terms of just think about who you were before. Like, how has Savvy helped you? How has it made you more confident? How has it made you dream bigger? You know, it's going to be different for everyone. For Jackie, and I know that she's on here someplace, but her thing is the fact that she was in corporate America and hated it, and she wanted out. So she wants to help people wake up and realize that they don't have to be chained to the corporate lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that this can be something that, so it's going to be different for everybody. And I think that, you know, thinking about how you've grown as a person as a result of Savvy is an excellent way to kind of just tune it in a little bit, you know? And then you can get into the deeper questions. What do they like? What kind of music do they listen to? What kind of podcasts do they listen to? And all of those things. But if you're just looking for some place to start, like, I think that is a really great place to start.
I love it. And I think even what Melissa just said is something these last couple of weeks that we can do immediately is start thinking about that and posting about it and sharing that, and get a little bit vulnerable in doing that and say where you were and where you are now. And I think that that is a big part of, you know, finding those people that can have the problem solved. I think that is amazing.
Hey, really quickly, who was the lady before Melissa had the purple on, special needs mom?
Pam Pargan.
Okay. Hargen.
Yeah. Pargen. Pam's over there waving, like you might see her.
Oh, hey, Pam.
Sorry, I couldn't get my mute unmuted. Yes. Pam Pargen.
I'm a special needs mom too. And
reach
also,
out, girl.
And also menopause woman. So not forget us women who have just lost our entire body. I went from a pear to an apple, like in 6 months. So
no, none of that talk. Body positivity here. We're at Savvy.
It's not. What I'm saying is that there are women who are dealing, you know, you talked about the stretched out maternity clothes. I'm like, okay, this is the size I am now. I'm menopausal. It is what it is. Let's go. Let's roll.
I love it. I love the connection.
Courtney, I want to.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, somebody.
Is that Shannon? Hey, it's Amy. I'll take 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So I think my strategy from today to the end of the month is I'm going to reach out to a couple of my customers that have loved their clothes, and I'm going to ask them to do a host a post. So that's one thing I've taken away from this. I am going to obviously do some polls, but I think tomorrow I'm going to try to send out an email to everybody that I have an email that is underneath my email. And I'm going to send out different pictures of red, white, and pink that we have in our app. You know, like the Stormy top in the pink, and then the Solo's leggings in the red, and find a bunch of different things and put those on my email and kind of do a Valentine's like giveaway or type something like that. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to kind of say like, you know, it'll run for like 48 hours, you know, kind of give them like 2 days or something. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do kind of what Courtney said at the very beginning, like reach out to people that are ordering from me and say, hey, if you send me 3 people that order from me, I like giving boundaries and time frames. Like I'll say by Friday or by Saturday. If you send me 3 people and they order, then I will give you a free item that we have, you know, and just kind of give them a free pair of leggings or a free bra or whatever, because getting into people's networks is so huge. And what I will do when I get those people and talk to them hopefully people will give the referral. But when I get them on the phone, I will say I have a coupon when you spend 2 or more items. So that's usually what I say anytime I talk to anyone. They don't use my $25 off usually unless they spend 2 or more items. Now there's occasional, there's some people are like I just had someone yesterday go in and buy 2 of the pair of skin leggings, both in black, because I told her it had to be two items. And so I just kind of like doing that a little bit because it just, it's just kind of upselling a little. And I don't want to be like upselling, but I just think that it's a good thing, good practice to kind of I try to get an outfit, like a top and a bottom, I've got $25 off type thing. So when I get connected with those people, I'm going to then say, I've got a coupon if you order 2 more items. So that's kind of the takeaways I'm going to be doing, along with probably trying to go doing some lives with my clothes and Pulse. That's what I'm going to be doing for the next 2 weeks.
I love that. And I also love, I think if you get 2 items on their body, say one doesn't fit right, or one they don't love as much, the other they will, because, I feel like there's a good chance that they're going to love at least one of those items. It's just spreading out the chance for them to love 2. Hopefully they love both, but just in case like something isn't their favorite with one, they'll have another that something will be for sure.
Okay, let me tell you something that I'm going to do. I've just started putting it together. I agree with Melissa. I love doing messenger parties because for me, it makes me feel, it doesn't feel so disingenuous because I actually have something to invite them to. So that they can see the clothes instead of like sending them my link or whatever. But I'm going to do like instead of an event, I'm going to create a messenger thread, but it's going to be like a landing page. And that's what I'm going to say to my people that I invite. Hey, I've got in honor of Galentine's or in honor of February, I don't even know what I'm going to say yet, but I wanted to share this idea. Let's make this about you, self-care. And, if you, I want to share my favorite top 10 Savvi items, and I'm creating this messenger thread as a landing page, and you can go and check it out or something like that, but I like this idea because so many people don't want to come to a party. And so this way I'm going to let them know that it's not an event. It's just a place that it's like a landing page, and I'm going to add you, and all you have to do is start at the top and scroll down to get the information. So I will let you know how that goes. I'm pretty excited about it because I think that a lot of my friends will do that over coming to an event.
I love that. I think that's so awesome. And I just thought of 2 little tips during all of that. One, a lot of people have mentioned the Sola as like the product tester or putting that post up. I'm over here and I've put it up a couple times and I have like nobody comment on it. So just don't feel bad if you're putting it up there and nobody's commenting on it, because so far I'm like 0 on that. But what I have done and what I have found I have had success with is sharing it to people's inbox. So sharing the post and sharing the language to people's inbox directly, because then I know that they're seeing it. So I have definitely had more success doing that to make sure that people see it. And I've been using that as a great follow-up with somebody who long ago said, I'm interested, or just the birthday, like just looking through random people that come up. So I think that has been a little tweak that I've done, that like, I don't get 30 responses and sell 30 Solas ever on my post. And the other thing that I just wanted to share real quick that I am doing tomorrow that I created just on Canva, which is really easy, is I just did a little Galentine's Day gift card. And I mean, legit, just put in a Galentine's Day $25 e-gift card for you to redeem. And it says, visit savvi.com/my referral code. Pick out what you love, use code share25. And I'm going to use, I will be texting and messaging this to everybody with an expiration date of tomorrow, like saying that it's got 24 hours. You can use it on, I love Amy's tip about 2 items. Go pick yourself out like a fun outfit. It's good for 2 items. But it's just I'm gonna do it, like I'll do massive action with it, which I don't always do massive action, but I will because of Valentine's Day and and you could do a Valentine's Day, same, but you can make it real easily on Canva. And on the phone, I love the app Hit 'em Up. Super, super easy. Anybody that responds at all or likes it or anything, I'm going to immediately send a couple cute options that I love. And, every person that's in your phone, you can probably think of a couple specific items within Savvi that come to mind for that specific person, their specific style, something they might love, and just grab it real quick, screenshot it, send the link. But I think that sending something, giving them guidance right afterwards is key as well. You could do it on WordSwag too. So it doesn't have to be on Canva, but you could do it on WordSwag just as easy.
And Courtney, I'll just add, because you said that you're sending that exact post, you can like literally put it right in somebody's DMs. But like what I've also done is I've also said like, oh my God, blah, 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 the soulless leggings. I was like, I just did a post on it. Let me tag you in it. You know what I mean? So then I go back and I tag them in it. And like, that does like two things. It like directs their attention there, first of all, but it also bumps the post, especially if it's like an older post and you don't want to go like back in and post like the same exact thing over again. I think that that's super helpful also.
Has anyone sent messages directly to husbands that for Valentine's Day? When you were saying that graphic you made, Courtney, that seems like something we could send to a husband and be like, hey, do you have something for tomorrow? Do you think that would be weird?
No.
Anybody?
I think somebody else mentioned, I think Josh shared an idea about talking to husbands about gifting instead of flowers or instead of something to be unique and do style club. Like, hey, you could get a new outfit a month for the entire year. What a great gift.
Okay, I'm going to try to go live and do like a shout out to all the husbands since they might, or a post since everyone's going to be on there watching the Super Bowl. Or I guess it could be, hey, husbands, and it could be a poll. Do you have a gift for your wife for tomorrow or your lady or your whatever?
Yeah, I think that that's an awesome idea. Okay, I'm going to wrap up here in a couple minutes. Does anybody else have another quick one that they want to share? Let me just make sure. Oh, I think something else important that when we're running for a goal, y'all say that. People want to help. People don't feel like you can't say that and don't feel like say, hey, I'm running for a trip to Mexico and I'm only a couple orders short. Like if ever you've wanted to try Savvi, like I would love to help you right now. Sometimes it is just like one little thing that urgency creates and they have been wanting to try it, but they needed a little tiny like nudge, and helping you is the nudge that makes them feel better or makes them want to like take that step or pull that plug. So don't ever. And I've heard so many times, like, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be like selfish. I don't want to be thinking it's about me. You won't be you. Like nobody I've met in this company yet is not a wonderful person, like is out for their own, that's like one of the main things I feel like the servantship throughout the company is incredible. So, but really, we know that these clothes are at a great price point. They feel amazing. They make you feel amazing. Like our job is to share that with people and allow them to have that same feeling. So I do think that is something though people shy away from. And it's something that can be so powerful and so helpful. And if you're asking for the host to post like, oh my gosh, I'm so close to this goal. I'm trying to earn a trip for Mexico. Like I've been on mom duty for so long. I'm dying to get there. It'd be awesome if you want to, if now's the time that you might want to try this or, and then just getting bold. That was what I had. But the events I'm doing events the last weekend, multi-events in one weekend so that no one, unless they're out of town, can say that they can't make all of them. Mm-hmm. But I think we have some amazing ideas here and would love if there's anybody else that wants to add in anything else, or we can go ahead and jump off because I think we have a lot to run with. We should dive into action. All right, y'all, thanks for joining on Super Bowl Sunday, and let's all run, let's all lock arms, let's all cheer each other on, and then be on the beach in Mexico together. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, Courtney.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Bye, y'all.